Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Just Go. Not the Just Go game, but it Just Go in general, the board game itself. And so today what I'm going to be doing is something a little bit special. Now, you guys have seen me play live matches with AI, and it's not the same as playing a live match with a person. Now, unfortunately, I had to do multiple correspondence games. I typically don't like correspondence game. I prefer to sit in person and play, but I did ask some of my club members to see is there a game that they thought really stood out, and my friend here, David, is the opponent. Said that, hey, why don't we use our game for your next episode? I thought that was a pretty cool idea. It hits multiple things that I wanted to touch on, which is showcase how much I've learned and to see where I could still improve. Again, if you guys take a look and notice my ranking right now, I actually ranked down. I don't even know how I ranked down, but because I rarely play ranked games. But it looks to me like I am now an 11Q, back to 11Q. Originally I was 10Q, but now I'm 11Q, and I'm playing against David, who is residing on a 3Q. Now, I would say that these are not our ranks. I believe David is more so on the 1Q, 2Q side. On OGS, 3K, it might be because he was playing an AI and AI just AIs it. And then I would say I'm roughly around maybe a 5K, 6K on OGS. Again, I never claimed to be a Dawn level player. I just claimed that I have improved to become a single digit player. So that is where we're going to go at. And so we're going to get started. So this is one of my games. I don't recall what exactly happens in the game, but I'm hoping to share with you guys in a commentary style the back and forth between my conversation with David here, as well as myself, and we're just gonna go back and forth here, and so let's get started. So this is a 2-stone handicap. Yes, David gave me 2 stones, so effectively I am approximately around 5 or 6Q based on his ranking, and so he decides to take the bottom right hand corner, playing on a 4/4 for that influence position. Really, really well done. And I decided that, hey, in this game, I know that you are the better player, so I'm going to try to play much safer. I'm going to take the 3/4, try to take some of the territory already. Now, David comes in and plays on the C15 route, which is preventing me from taking that nice corner enclosure. But that's not a big deal. I'm just gonna play Joseki, and then I'm most likely either gonna play on the F16 or the F17 to get at least a big chunk of the corner. Maybe not the whole corner, but a good chunk of it. And so I decide not to play that. I decide to pincer right again. Okay, so again, I don't remember when or what moves I played because it's been a while since we've done this game. I think this game just concluded over a span of a month or something like that. And so I decided to put a little bit of pressure on these 2 stones, potentially gathering the left side here. And I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to approach with a knight's move, you know what? I'm going to Tanuki and I'm going to take your 3/3. Again, I'm trying different things out in this game. I'm trying to play more loose. Don't follow Joseki all the way because again, it's at least I'm experimenting with that in this game. I feel like I can play multiple moves elsewhere before coming back to the Joseki, but we'll see if that's going to be to my detriment or not. And so we are just following Joseki right here. Most likely, I will put on the S5, S6, and S7 just to get a little bit of, how do I put it, safety. Now, what I should have done in all honesty is done the original Joseki, which is just Panuking, letting him take his quarterback, build that Panuki on this side so that I can extend upwards. So there is another variation of the Joseki that I think would have been better in this situation. Again, this is a handicap stone. I want to play to the starting stones here in a direction of play that makes sense. This one right here, I'm extending. It doesn't really make sense. If anything, I'm hurting my potential on this side right here. And so playing like this, yes, it gives me some territory. Yes, I have the 10 points of corner, but now I've actually helped to build this massive wall, which in essence plays to this F3 stone. So you can start seeing that the F3 stone right here, if we're drawing the boundary line, this is his potential. And so this is not a very good thing. Now, David decides to do a double approach. I thought he was going to do Joseki, but now he's doing another variation of Joseki, which I am not used to. And so now this question is, I have to pick a side. And again, I don't know what the correct route is, so I decided to play with the strength of my stones and try to cut this stone off here. This will allow him to take this section right here, maybe him hunting right here, as well as building this potential. So, if we're to take a look at the position right now, what I've done is I've pretty much stated that I want this. I'm stating that I'm going to put pressure on these two stones and that I am going to take this corner. Now, David's saying that he kind of might be behind, decides to go for a 3-3 invasion, and then I'm just going to follow typical Joseki. We're probably going to make this little shape right here, or we'll do what AI recommends, which is extend up, then knights move away. Third line, knights move away, and then take a base right here. So, we'll see what happens. Because, yep, I'm going to go for the third. David's most likely going to back off right here. And then, what's happening here? I believe I'm going to take a base. The base right here makes sense, okay? Again, it falls in line with this corner as well. And I decide not to. I'm playing extremely experimental. I don't know why I'm playing so experimental today. Usually, I believe what I was afraid of is David coming in and pincering me. So if I took an extension right here, which is the typical route, David coming and putting a white stone here and then making a base would be very, very detrimental to my corner here. And I think that's why I decided to take the best of both worlds and just kind of put my stone in the middle. David's seeing that. And now David's going to start boxing me in. This is the move to box this corner in right here. Okay, this corner in right here, which is, it's working. Now, David does have a cut, so David has to be careful with this cut right here. I might be able to cut and then attach to this K16 stone. But obviously, him being the better player, not going to happen. Okay, so I can't do any bad shenanigans. But what I do like about my position right here is that I am experimenting. I am learning what I can do and what I can't do. And that's really the name of the game, especially if we are the weaker player. Experiment around, play solid, play experimental, not too experimental, but experiment around so that you have an idea of how your opponents might react. And so I decided to make a base right next to his wall. His wall is now essentially reduced. David's like, okay, well, if you're going to reduce me, then I'm going to start building my center potential right here. I see that. And I'm like, I need to connect this stone back to home. So make a base, threatening to destroy this stone while connecting here. So this is essentially the statement I am making. And David's like, I see you're trying to, kind of hit my wall here. And so I'm going to just push you down onto the fourth line. And I was like, okay, what? You know what? If you're going to cut the stone off, cut the stone off. I'm going to get my main group out. I'm going to jump out into the center because I see that you're trying to build the center potential here. So I'm going to jump out. You're going to cut it off. We're good. We're happy. We're fine. Okay. I do have a pressing move right here. I can always play at the J4, causing him to play at the H4, and then I will stand up, creating a nice strong shape and putting a lot of pressure on these four white stones here. And again, I don't know why I decided to play this. Now that I'm looking at it, it might not be a good idea, but what I believe is going on is that I'm trying to put pressure on these two stones, okay? I'm trying to give myself some eye room, but I don't think I read it out properly. David decides to Hane. I'm decided to connect my stones back, or I decide to just push out. One of those I decide to connect because I can threaten to cap right here and take this stone. Okay, okay. So I see what's going on. Okay. David sees that he's going to Atari me first. I'm going to protect my corner or even come out. In all honesty, I should have just came out. I should not have just. I should not have protected this corner. It's only a couple points. Me breaking out with this group, just breaking out right here and being out. I think that's worth more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So maybe in the future move, I'll do this. Break out. What's David gonna do? He's gonna cap, and then we're gonna run along, and then Hane. But I'm out. I'm safe. I've gotten more than 5 points. But now I'm trying to put pressure on these 4 black stones right here. David sees that. He's going to extend, connecting back up to the J3 stone, and then we are going to jump. Now, can David Hane? No, he cannot, because if David Hane's right here, I just cap on this side, threatening to capture these 2 stones right here. David doesn't want that. So David decides to poke at my shape because he does also have a cutting point here. And then I decide to just connect solidly. Okay. So what's happening at this moment in time? Well, these 2 stones are in trouble. Okay. David fixes. David saw that those 2 stones are in trouble. Now he fixes. Okay. Now, I'm also pressing on this group right here. You can see now I'm starting to break out. I'm putting a lot of pressure on these stones right here. This is not alive. This right here, this shape right here is not a true eye. If anything, I can cap right here and cause this to become a false eye. So I know that right now these white stones right here are in deep, deep trouble. There's nothing that the white stones can do. And if anything, I don't even know why I played here. I should have just Knights move out right here, putting a lot more pressure on these white stones. Okay. Playing this table shape didn't make any sense. Now I'm trying to net, but he's already out. He just plays here, or he even Atari's here. So it's not a good thing. I should have Knights moved away. Again, when we're surrounding, we don't want to do a direct surround. We want to do a Knights move away. Let him fix our shape, and that would be good. Now, he does have a cut, so most likely he's going to come back, fix that cut. Okay, probably playing at the Q10 position right there. Yes, he does. And I can't push out. If I push out, he has a good stable shape. So what happened? Well, white's escaped. Black is now in trouble. I'm trying to get my units back up and connected here. And we're going to see what happens because honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen. So I'm building shape. We are building shape right here. We are trying to reduce white's influence into the center. I'm trying to contain white, but doing these one move at a time readouts, I'm not too sure if that's effective. Now, what would be nice is knights move out here. There we go. I'm out, and there we go. So I'm out. I am about to claim the center. Again, this 1 stone here is a little bit out of the way. It would be nice if I could just cut that stone off by putting pressure on these black groups up here, but we'll see. Okay. I'm gonna probably cap it right here. Okay, the cut right here is a cut. We will get cut, but I don't think the cut's gonna do much. Just because if white plays here, black plays here, Atari, white, Atari, black, Atari, and then it's a ladder. It just dies. And so David comes back and decides to split these 2 stones apart. I'm like, I know you're trying to do that, and I'm trying to really put pressure on this 1 white stone. And David sees that. David's like, okay, well, you go ahead, put pressure. I'm not going to do much. And man, the cut right here looks really nice. Just the press. Okay. Now I decide to poke right here to get rid of this eye shape. It is a forcing move. And also in the event of a ladder, it kind of gives me some black stones in this area. So I believe that's the reason why I played it. I'm most likely going to press upwards. just so that I'm starting to surround these two white stones. So I decide to self-peep myself just because I have a stone here that can protect the cut. This cut right here on the O9 position. David decides to connect the white stones up together, and then most likely I'm going to jump. Nope, I'm going to press and then jump. So this is again this much more solid position, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Okay. Now I could also falsify this eye right here. I'm most likely gonna push in, play here, and then play here to falsify this eye. And so right now it's not looking good. We can still falsify eyes. We can still do some sort of shenanigans here. And so this shape is still a dead shape in all honesty. I just had to play here, and I had to play either here or here, and this thing does not have two eyes. Okay? Might have one at most, but definitely not two. All right. And so we are now pushing David into the corner. This center group right here is being very, very surrounded. I don't know. It still has a lot of running potential, but it is very highly constrained right now. And so this move right here is just to put a little bit more pressure on these three stones. David's most likely going to see that and run out. Oh, run to the side right here. Run to the side, putting pressure on my weak side. I'm going to probably come down, cut him off. And then he's probably going to Hane and try to make some eye shape here. So, what's happening? Well, right now, if we just take a look at the score, okay, just taking a look at the score right now, I have this, I have a little bit of this, I have a little bit of this, some big potential right here. I have this whole area right here. I have this whole corner right here. And starting to get something here, maybe? White has this. White has this. This. And maybe white has this. So it looks to be like I am ahead. Oops. I am ahead right now by quite a few points. Maybe 10-ish points. 10, 15 points, I would estimate. But now white has to come on out. So white's going to come on out. And if my counting is correct, remember, 2 stones is equivalent to roughly around 10 to 12 10 to 12 points. So a 2-stone handicap is roughly around 20-ish points, 20 to 24 points. And if my counting is correct and I'm around 15 points, I'm actually doing fairly okay. Maybe it's slightly inefficient, but I'm still in a big lead as of this moment in time. Now, is this game a good game? Now that I'm reviewing it after however many weeks, months that we've been playing this game, this was a correspondence game. I would say that I wasn't playing very well. I did hold my ground. I thought I did very well. But just the opening, we had a lot more moves that we could have done that's more stable. But we'll see. Anyways, what's happening is I'm trying to build my potential right here. I'm trying to get this bit right here. And David sees that. David's just going to keep pushing. Now, David has a lot of cuts, but they are protected by those tiger's mouth. And so it's really hard for me as the black player right now to come on in and try to disconnect. There's no way. Even if I clamp right here, David just extends right here. Look at that. Tiger's mouth completely connected. And I still have to move out just so that, I don't get disconnected. And most likely David will connect right here at the 14 position. Okay. And now I'm building my magical box of doom right there. Okay. We're going to connect right here or connect downwards. Either or is fine in this situation. Okay. Now, I see that I'm not doing so hot. I mean, my middle's alive for the most part. There's a lot of cuts that I've left. And what I'm trying to do right now is take this bit. If I can secure this territory right here, I've won the game. And so how do I do that? I'm going to try to put pressure on this white group right here. I'm going to try to split them. Again, David just has to extend one, and there's Tiger's Mouth. Okay. And David decided not to, but he did create a nice table shape right there. we're most likely going to have to connect this way or extend downwards just so that we protect our corner, because there's a lot of cuts in that corner and we don't want to lose the corner. Now, with that being said, I would like myself to see a G18 move or even an H18 move to connect this bit together. That would be pretty nice. Again, we'll see what happens, but this move is here to connect here. And I don't know what to do. At this point, I believe at this point in the game, I felt like I was behind. I really felt like I was behind in this game. If anything, I should have shouldered hit right here. This move is okay, but allows him to kind of jump. The shoulder hit right here would have been much stronger. Yes, he might come this way, but I will just walk him to my wall right here. So that was an error on my part. I should have played here if I'm being honest. So, David's creating his diagonal. One more, he wins Gomuku. Okay. But again, he's constantly making this shape, the tiger's mouth, double tiger's mouth shape, and it's a very powerful shape. Now, David's surrounding my 3 stones here. I have to get my 3 stones out, and I'm going to run it out back to my wall over here. Okay. David might drive through. That's fine. Nope, he decides to connect back, making some eye shape here, and pretty much threatening to connect capture this stone, but with the cut. So I'm gonna have to fix my cut first. David's probably gonna come here. I'm gonna probably come over here to connect back to my base, and he decides to play here. So he is right now trying to make eye shape. Interesting. So what do? Do I connect here now? Yep, I connect here. So now I have a nice 3 stone wall on both sides. This is very strongly connected right there. Okay. And what I could see is I could play right here to falsify this eye. And I think I'm going to do that. Okay. I want to falsify the eye, and I'm going to falsify the eye. So there we go. So we are currently at move 120. I'm going to pretty much protect my cuts here. And this was, ladies and gentlemen, this was a very long game, about 200 something moves. And so it's just very, very strong. But I am going to leave just for really quick. There's someone at the door, but you guys can keep watching, and I'll be back to kind of continue on the commentary. See you guys in a bit, but enjoy the next couple moves. All right, I am back, guys. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed those next couple moves. I should have some background music. Maybe I'll add some background music, or maybe you guys have already been hearing background music. But right now, what's happening? I am trying to do a lot of pushing right here on this area, as well as trying my best to disconnect David. David most likely is going to have to play here. I connect, and he's going to have to come out and connect as well. So it is a Sente move. Again, I have to respond back here, and then David goes here. Okay. I'm coming back. He's going in. All right. And then I don't know what I'll do, to be honest. I'll probably play right here. Okay. Now, what I do see is this move right here. This move kills this eye. Okay. And I am trying to prepare for that right now. I see that if I can falsify this eye and contain all of white, okay, because right now white believes they have 2 eyes or 3 eyes, but if I can falsify that eye and contain white, I have secured my victory in this game. So that is currently the plan that I am trying, but in order to do that, I need some more black stones on this side so that when he breaks out and run into my wall, I am protected, I am connected, I am safe. So that is the idea that I have currently. Again, this move right here is to connect all of my stones together and prevent white from coming out. And white decides to come here, and looking at the cut over here, but I believe now is when I'm going to try to pounce. And the pouncing I do, I'm now pouncing. I'm going to tell him, nope, you cannot have that eye. I'm not going to let you get the eye or make any tiger's mouth shape. You're going to fill in solid. And now I'm feeling really, really confident that I can kill this top left-hand group. So timing, guys. I'm just poking out all potential eyes at this moment, and I'm getting ready and ready and ready to make it happen. Again, I wish I connected right here to really prevent him from like doing any sort of shenanigans. But it's looking pretty dead at this point. He's surrounded by all black stones, and I come in for the kill. This is my time to shine. 11k versus a 3k. I'm going to win with a 2-stone handicap. Again, 11k, not really. But I just have to play right here. Just play right here. The eye's dead. The eye's completely not good. It's completely gone. Even if he plays down, I'll connect. Right? If he plays down, I connect. The eye is dead. Okay? Plays down, I connect. Now, this is a false eye. This is a false eye. He only has 1 eye. So, I'm winning. I'm winning by a huge landmark right now, in my opinion. There's no way for him to create 2 eyes. He can try to do something here, which he does, but I'm going to prevent him from doing any other sort of shenanigans. So, we're going to start pressing. We're going to prevent him from doing too much. Let me close out this. There we go. Okay. And he has nowhere to make eyes. Really. What? I'm going to play right here. Okay. Or throw in. I'll just throw in. What's he going to do? Yeah. He plays here, and then we play here. Now that's a false eye. Completely false eye. Okay. So, I play there. He takes. And again, AI is telling me that I should be connecting my group because right now I am getting surrounded. I have no liberties here. But I decide to go in for the kill. Now, did I have to? No, I did not. But I was thirsty for it. And now I have to find a way to get out. I have to find a way to get out. I'm in trouble. I'm in big, big trouble. And I decide to really go in for the kill because I did not know that my group was in trouble at this point in time. I just wanted to kill it because my thought process is, hey, I'm going to play right here. Haha, you can't fill. You can't fill because it's a snapback. And then white plays here. Now, it is co. We're going to be in a co situation. Maybe not yet. White decides to connect. I need to get out. I need to get out bad. So, but I decide to play a co. For whatever reason, I decide to play a co. I don't know why. I need to get out. I'm in trouble. White connects. Now it's time for me to get. I have to get out now. I gotta get out. Uh, okay. So I decide to pillar down, and White's just gonna throw in. That's all White needs to do is throw in. But White decides to come on out right here, putting pressure onto my stones here and causing me to be in somewhat of a tight situation. Now I take my win. I am like, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I have two eyes now. Now I'm safe in this corner. Even if you take, I don't care. But White now has a plan. White is now going to push in this way. Push in this way and encapsulate these black stones. And if White's able to successfully do that, Black has lost this match. And so, what happens? White plays here. Black should play here. Black should play here now. Okay? Again, if White Hane's right here, Black just moves in. It's a false eye. But Black didn't do that. Black decides to play in the center, poking the eye out, which Black did not need to do, by the way. And right here, White's now pressing. Black is getting stuck. There's nothing that Black can do. Nothing that Black can do. Well, if Black is able to win the Liberty race, which I don't think so, there's awful lot of Liberties here. Black is in trouble. Now, the turn has tabled. Black, with a secure victory, did not pay attention to the surround. Again, the game is called the surrounding game, not the attacking game. And this is where I tilted. I've lost. This whole group right here died. This whole group died. There's no way for me to save it right now. No way for me to save it. Again, this is a false eye. This is a potential one eye. There's no other eyes. I cannot make another eye in this situation. The only thing I can do is try to kill a group. But what other group? I had to kill this, or this big chunker right here. It's not gonna happen. And at this moment, that I've blundered. I've misplayed. And now, if the counting is correct, and White has this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 16 points. Times 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. That's 26 points. Already 26 points. I'm down. Remember, I was up by 15 points with this move right here. Now 26 points. Again, there's nothing I can do. I can hope to do a co-situation where I play right here, but it's not going to work. There's no way that I'll be able to get out of this anymore. Okay. So what do? I try to fill out these liberties here. Again, this is the last liberty that I need to fill, but I need to fill this the position here first before I can attack the big chain. And now White is smelling victory. White is pushing and now is encapsulating this black stones. White just needs to play here. These two moves, J8 and H8, J9, H8. And these black stones in the center completely die off as well. And so, I'm not going to bore you with the remainder of the game because at this moment, White is ahead by however many points, 60 points. Okay. And we're just going to speed up the game really quickly now because it is just an embarrassing game. I had to win. And White being the better player, obviously, and the stronger player, was able to clutch it out within the final 50 moves of the game. I was ahead 150 moves in. Right here, according to OGS, by move 170, move 170, I was ahead by 14 points. Now white is ahead by 60. The sway, the huge sway from killing off this group right here was game ending. Okay. And so, to speed things along, because my voice is also running out, we're going to show the final bits of this game. Right there. White has now successfully captured this center group. Oh, the detriment of the game. Woo. And so, oh, that's it. That's GG. We only had a couple more moves left. And so, there you guys have it. I hope that was enjoyable for everybody. Again, I lost by 70 points, 78.8 points according to OGS. Again, this was one of my club matches. This was a correspondence club match, a recreational club match. But we are pushing each other to the limit, and playing against David these many months here, almost a year, 2 years now. I went from I believe a 5-stone handicap. Now I'm down to a 2-stone handicap. So if that doesn't show that I've improved, then I don't know what will. But I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed that. This is, again, the level that I'm at currently, and I cannot beat it. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy that. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next commentary. Take care, everybody.